Okay. I first want to start out congratulating, and Danielle's on the line and Lena's on the line, and it's really, really exciting that you guys have been successful the way that you have this month. And I absolutely love, and I texted you back, Danielle, when I said that I was jumping up and down excited, because I totally was, because this is a an opportunity for us each month to help lives change. And it just doesn't make, I mean, there are a lot of things that make me happy, but I seriously love when we live in different areas and we have different networks of people and we get to reach different people. And so I can't wait to hear about your coach and to hear her story. And it will probably bless even the people on the team to read it. So I'm glad you told me that. I have some things that I want to share that are really important to me, that I feel like I want to help you guys duplicate in your life as coaches and as leaders, and what that really looks like for your businesses and your success. And the first thing is having a belief and a confidence in yourself. And the reason that I posted yesterday in our team is that there are many days that I get messages from coaches or even potential coaches that tell me that they just can't do this, and that they don't feel like they have the ability to help other people. And what is so ironic about this, and I'm sure it happens with you guys too, that we aren't talking to people. We aren't just talking to random people. I hope that I have communicated to you guys that the people that you want on your team are the people that you would love to spend a weekend with, because that's not going to be everyone in your life. So when you think about these people, you think about, well, they're kind of along the same line as I am. And they have the same goals, whether it's to be financially free, to be healthy and fit, or to just grow as a person, to grow as a wife, to grow as a mother, to grow as a leader, whatever that might be. And then we look at their lives and the other areas that they're successful, and they don't have a belief in this for some reason or another. And I don't know what, we don't know what that could be, but I wanted to relate to you guys that this boils down to a belief system. The John Maxwell call that I just did a week or two ago is about your belief in yourself, in whatever you're doing, in your family, and the way that you do things. And it doesn't mean that we have to have this thought process that, oh, I'm so good and I can do this and I can do that and I can do this. It's not that. It's that we have a belief that the products work, that the programs work, that you can motivate people. You can have the confidence that you can motivate people, because if you're consistent in challenge groups, if you're consistent in your vital behaviors every day, even if you don't feel successful in it, if you're doing it and you're getting it done, even if it's by the skin of your teeth that you got your workout done, or if it's at 10 o'clock at night that you made your shake, or if you were only able to get 2 invites done or 2 contacts, you did it. And the belief that you can't be successful, or the lack of confidence that you won't get to where you want to be, it really needs to end. Because I didn't recruit people that sit on the side of the street and beg for money. I didn't recruit people that are struggling in the majority of the areas of their life. I recruited people that I believe in, because I believe that they have been successful in other areas of their life. So why not be successful in this area of their life? And to be honest, I have shared with a few of my new coaches that it's this one area in your life that helps all the other areas in your life be better. And while, yes, there are many other things that can make us happy. I know shopping makes people happy, or eating a cheesecake makes people happy, whatever that might be. But when it's all said and done, you want to feel good when you wake up. You want to feel good when you go to bed. You want to have some good moments throughout the day. It doesn't mean you have perfect moments, but you don't feel like you're dying all day long. And so when we think about changing our quality of life, if you have a belief in that, and you have a confidence that it's happened to you and you can do that for other people, then you need to share that. That is one of the best things that you can do to other people. I recently talked to a coach that told me that that she couldn't use my scripts to talk to people because people won't respond to her that way, or she doesn't feel like she can tell people that they need this. And I'll be honest with you, if I was selling purses or jamberries or wraps, I couldn't look at someone and say that you need this, because I don't think you need jamberries. I think that they're fun, and I think that they're cute, and I think that they might make certain days more excitable to you if you're having a Christmas party or whatever. It's just kind of like putting on a pretty dress for a special occasion. And that's just my personal opinion, but it doesn't make your quality of life better in any way. It just makes it more fun. But when you think about your quality of life and you think about what you want out of life, most people don't have a plan B for their health. Most people don't have a plan B for their finances. Most people don't have a plan B for tomorrow. People live in today. They think, oh, I'm just going to have 3 beers because it's today and I'm having fun and I'm on the lake and this is my life. But they don't think about tomorrow, a lot of people. So my point is that I'm not recruiting those kind of people. I'm recruiting people that, if they've been successful in all these other lives, if you have raised children, if you, Danielle, flown across the country and adopted a special needs boy, this is a confidence that you had that you could do it. You had the confidence that you could raise a child that had special needs and that you would love him no matter what. And there are many things that each of us do that we wonder how in the world we had strength for, or how in the world we even got through it. And I can look at my life and know that God brought me through that, and that God gave me the strength to do that. So why do I not have the confidence that the same thing can happen in other areas of my life, in other ways, in other types of abilities? Because as long as we're breathing, we still have the ability to learn, to grow, to change, to get healthier. I recently, or just earlier, I see it all the time, and I saw an article about vegan celebrities, and it just kind of makes me laugh how they put these celebrities like, oh, we're just going to change people because celebrities do it. And what's so funny to me is how I could care less what celebrities do. I really could care less what celebrities wear, what they're doing on a daily basis. And I have friends that feel otherwise. They think that that's really cool if they're doing something a celebrity does. But when I saw this list, I saw a video this morning of this list of celebrities, and a lot of these vegan celebrities, it was vegans that were over 50, that they had changed their life and changed their health. And so I thought, oh my gosh. And one of them was the Golden Girls. I don't remember which one it was, but one of the Golden Girls, I guess there's not that many alive anymore, but I was just shocked. I was shocked that someone that had lived 80 plus years would be willing to change their lifestyle. And not because she was going to be in some article, but because she wants to have a better quality of life, whatever that might be. And whatever her views are, I don't know. But we aren't too old to have the confidence and have the belief system that we can have this plan B, that we can have a better tomorrow by changing our health, by changing our behaviors, by changing our finances. And with that, I wanted to share with you one of the most important things that I have gotten, or that I have in my life that has helped me get to where I am and get to the place that I am. And I have said it before, and I will say it again and again and again, that it's having a success partner, and having a good success partner, having a partner that will hold you accountable, that will give you the confidence that you need on days that you don't have it, that will encourage you, that will motivate you to do things. Um, I don't like, April and I don't get mushy very much, but April is my success partner. And short story about her, she lives in Charlotte, and I was in Charlotte visiting a friend, and I just happened to call her up because she signed up around the same time that I signed up with Kelly. And I didn't know her, but I knew that she lived in Charlotte, which wasn't too far from me. So I asked her if she'd want to get together. I actually didn't know anything about her. I thought, well, we can talk about Beachbody coaching because that's what we have in common. And come to find out, we didn't have anything else in common. So I, as much as I look back on those first couple of meetings that we got together, it challenged me to think outside of my realm of friendships and to think about how I can bless other people outside of my network of people and outside of my target market and outside of basically my private circle of friends that I had. And around the time that I signed up to be a coach, I only had 200 Facebook friends. And probably if I had gained 20 of them around the time that I signed up was because the 20 people that were on Kelly's team. And so April and I kind of grew, and we talked a little bit more on the phone, and we got to know each other. And Jelena has asked me when she has met April that it's really funny because she's like, how are you guys friends? Because we are so very different. But I tell you what, not a day goes by that we aren't messaging each other on Facebook, and we aren't challenging each other through texting or through Facebook messaging, that we are constantly staying accountable to each other. And the reason why this is so important is because, number one, we don't have anyone looking down on us in this business telling us, you're not doing something right there. You're not, maybe that wasn't such a great thing that you said to them. There's really no measure. There's no way to measure yourself in this. There's no, and yes, I'm a Christian, and yes, I keep God's word in my life and in my heart and in my daily reading. I hold firm to that, but still there is no one that is micromanaging your work. There is no one even managing anything that you're doing. I don't manage it. Your husband or spouse probably doesn't manage it. And so there needs to be accountability in this for two reasons. So that you have someone to share it with, have someone that cares about your success, about your fitness journey, about your walk in this, so that it's upright always. And I only say that because we can get really caught up in this business, and we can get really caught up in our fitness journeys and really busy with our families, and we can get really knee deep in stress and in work and in all the things that we think that we need to do and think that we need to have in our life, and ranks or levels or income or whatever it might be. And when we have all that pressure, it can cause us to do things that we know we shouldn't do, or that doesn't keep our priorities in check. And so having that accountability is more important than you can ever know, in all honesty. And how I knew that, I've known it for a long time that April is very important in my life. She is one of my good friends, but we don't talk about our friendship on a daily basis. We talk about our goals and either our challenges, things that we're working on, things that we're pushing towards. And when we went to Smart Success in March, and we were sitting and having lunch with Shalene, and she was asking us if we had questions about certain things. And when people were asking questions and she was answering them, I had this pressure in my chest that I'm not, like, when you're around all these successful people, you feel this enormous amount of pressure to set higher goals, to set higher things that you didn't walk in there with and that you may not have ever even thought about. And all I was thinking in my head was, I have these 4 children at home and my youngest is 3. And I'm not going to, no matter who I'm sitting around, no matter how much money they're making, I'm not going to put myself in a place that would dishonor my family and that would dishonor what God has given me in this short amount of time, in this short period of my life. So I'm not going to push myself farther than what He is allowing me to go. And there is a lot of this business that I have seen that I actually felt convicted about yesterday. And I have felt convicted about it a lot, that if you watch a lot of coaches' videos in this business, a lot of successful coaches, they walk this walk and they talk this talk, that they have these goals, and no matter who gets in their way, they will break these relationships, they will break these friendships, because if those people don't match up to what they want, or they don't match up to what they're driving for or striving for, then they will break away from that. They will cut ties. They will leave people in their path that aren't wanting in their boat and that aren't seeing the things that they are seeing. And so, as much as I love some of these coaches and I listen to them, yes, there will always be people that you can't make happy. And there will always be people that aren't willing to join you. And they might even be some of your closest friends that aren't willing to join you. But my perspective and my view is to not go at this business with your goals so flippin' high that people don't matter. The people in your life don't matter. And you're so busy and you're so consumed with things that you have blinders on to relationships, or the things that you're doing wrong, or that you might have said the wrong thing, or you have no check-in value whatsoever in this. And so when I look at what a success partner, what April has done in my life, having her as a success partner, is for me to say, I think I screwed up and I need to bounce this off of you, because you're completely out of it. You may or may not even know the person, but I need an accountability of checks and balances where you can tell me, hey, you screwed up. You need to, ask for forgiveness. You need to check yourself on this, so that I have some measure of not to go that way again, or not to do this again. So, and I have coaches on my team that are driven to do things that I'm not driven to do, and I am perfectly fine with that, because whatever is fine for other people is fine for them, and what's good for me is what's good for me. What I need to express to you all is that you are able to find that for yourself, to find whatever your goals are and your the things that you're working for in this journey measures up to your priorities, and that you have someone that can help you keep accountable to that. Because when I was sitting there with April, I started crying when we were sitting at Smart Success. We were at the table eating, and Shalene Johnson is talking, and I started crying, and she said, "What is wrong?" And I said, I can't push myself farther than what I'm doing right now. I can't, because Violet is only 3 once. If I would have done this when Jeremiah was 3, it might be different, because I would have had things in place and things set up for my the rest of my children to come. But at this stage in my life, when I know how quickly time passes, I am not willing to do more than be a leader to my team, to help my leaders, my gold ships, grow their business according to what their goals are, according to what they're capable of doing at this point in time, and that honors their family. Because I'm a family girl, and whatever honors other people's family, I respect that. And so I want to help my coaches get to that point and to help my coaches build that. But where I draw the line is being so super busy with this little thing and this little thing and this little thing and this challenge group and this challenge group and this thing, that we get so caught up in the busyness that the 3 vital behaviors suffer. And if I have 5 coach prospect calls in one day, I'm probably not going to get to serve my team the way that I need to serve my team. So if I'm ever checked out of Made to Love, it's because I'm spending time with my family. More than likely, it's because I'm spending time with my family. But when I made 1 star many, many months ago, I was able to get on a call with somebody from corporate because they scheduled that with me. I wouldn't even know to reach out to them. But the interesting thing about that call is I asked them, I said, I watch all these successful coaches do all of these busy things. I mean, super busy things, doing coach sneak peek groups, doing clean eating groups galore in the month. They do adrenal fatigue groups. They do all kinds of groups. I see it all the time. And I'm kind of a fly on the wall in 2 coaches groups that are successful coaches. And so I see some of the things that they do. And while they look great and they are appealing to some of their coaches, they are not appealing to me because I have very limited time that I can work on this business. And so I wanted to share with you guys of what it looks like to find your niche in this business and what it looks like to take that niche and run with it and know that you're staying within these perimeters of you're honoring your family and you're working on your business and you're working on your personal fitness goals. Because when I see coaches that are crazy running with their business, usually their personal fitness goals are suffering or their family is suffering. And that's not what this business is about. That's not what Shalene Johnson would teach you. That is not what corporate would teach you. So when I'm on the phone with this corporate person, he said, you only focus on, it doesn't matter if you're a 15-star diamond. It doesn't matter if you're an emerald. You focus on your 3 vital behaviors. So if your fitness journey is suffering, if you're not inviting people, if you're not doing your personal development, then you're missing what being a Beachbody coach is. So yes, you can be busy with a lot of the busy work, coach basics, sneak peeks, challenge groups galore, and you can have a lot of fun with that. But if it makes you suffer on the things that make the 3 vital behaviors happen in your life, then you're really not fulfilling what being a Beachbody coach is every day. So he said, if you had to pick where you're going to be successful, what you're going to be successful in, it's those 3 vital behaviors. And most of us would say those 3 vital behaviors are even hard to get through sometimes because life is just busy and life is just hectic. But I know that some coaches need chattiness more and they need busyness more and they like to talk. But what that looks like for me sometimes is that you're taken away from your family doing that and you don't necessarily have time for it. I know if you're going to take away from your family, if you have to go sit in the bathroom to do your invites, you do it for 10 minutes. You don't have to check into groups 20,000 times a day. You don't have to run 20,000 challenge groups. When Kelly and I first started, when she started growing her team, I think she had 10 challenge groups every week. And I was like, holy moly, I can't even keep up with these. So some of my new coaches that were like, I don't even understand all the groups. I'm trying to understand the groups. And it made me chuckle because I thought, gosh, I had 3 coach groups when I started with Kelly and then her 8 challenge groups. And it made me crazy inside trying to keep up with that. So I chose not to be that way. So my point that I don't want to preach at you guys, but my point is that I I really respect every single coach on this team and where their niche is and what they're doing in this business. And my gold ships, I want to spend time with you. I want to talk to you once a week. If you want to talk to me, I want to help you fill in blanks, connect dots, draw lines where you need to draw lines, and have some kind of measures and what you need to be doing or not doing. You know, I'm all about not having time wasters. So gold ships, if that is what you need from me to help you grow your business, to help you stay in track, that's what I want to do with you. And there are no expectations out of me as far as if you're involved in challenge groups, that's doing a vital behavior. That's doing your workout and sharing that with people. Inviting people. If you want to be motivated in your life, if you want to have accountability in your fitness journey, it's inviting people to join you, because there's nothing more than to make sure that your customers are doing their workout to help you do your workout. If you have no customers doing their workout, if you have no customers drinking Shakeology, why would you even care to do it? I would never ask you guys to do something that I'm not willing to do. I am willing to work on my 3 vital behaviors every single day. So that's why I would ask you to do it. Nothing more. I mean, I have run a Coach Basics group this month, and I think there's 10 people in it, and one person has been active the whole month. And a couple of people have said, oh, I've seen this video. Well, that's fine, because it wasn't a priority for them this month, and it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a big deal to me. I don't lose sleep over some people not being involved or checking in. But what I would lose sleep over is if I have coaches that are slacking on their fitness, because that's the whole reason that you signed up, is to let me help you stay accountable to that. And then your personal development. Those 2 things are what's going to make your days better and your marriages happier, your parenting moments much better. So finding your niche and all of that and how you can make that work, including the business, if you're trying to grow your business, having some accountability in that, so that you're not going at it alone. You're not in the dark about what you're doing, and you're able to snapshot messages and send it to your accountability partner and saying, hey, what should I say here? Or did I say something wrong? Because it's made me laugh sometimes that April has sent me messages and she's like, I was kind of snotty in this, wasn't I? And I'm like, yeah, you were snotty. and she's from Pennsylvania, so I don't usually say snotty, but I'm like, yeah, they might kind of, take offense to that. I probably couldn't talk to people like that because I don't have that personality, but the fact that, you have someone to say, hey, should I not have said this so I won't say it again? Should I not talk to someone like this because I'm desperate? Different things like that. So if you do or don't have accountability partners, or if you've tried to have one and they don't contact you, I'm more than happy to help you find one that will stay in touch with you, that will be the support that you need. And the same for you, that you are willing to do your part and help them and to have a relationship. I mean, April and I live, no matter where I move, we will probably still stay in touch as accountability partners. And I know that a National Wake Up Call many months ago that had Michelle Myers and a girl that lives in Texas. And I know Michelle Myers lives in Asheville, North Carolina. Mindy Lawhorn, those 2 success partners, and they live 1,000 miles apart. So it can be somebody in your town. It doesn't have to be. It can be somebody that is completely different than you, 10 years apart, 20 years apart, whatever it might be. But I know Kelly has a couple of success partners, because you can have more than one. And one of her success partners is like 25 years older than her. So it doesn't have to be, a cookie cutter. They don't have to have your identical life. The blessing of having someone that has a separate life than you, or a different life, is that they can look in on yours and say, yes, you need to honor this priority, or you need to pay attention to this, because you might not be seeing it because you're busy with this or that. So anyways, do you guys have any questions or anything to add? Because I know either of you might have a success partner that you talk to on a regular basis, but if you don't, let me know what you would like to do with that, because I'm here to help you. Do either of you girls have a success partner or have tried to have one?
Yeah, I have one.
Good. Do you guys talk on a regular basis?
We haven't in a while, just because we've both been really busy with schedule changes for the summer.
Yeah.
But we've chatted briefly in the last week, just on Facebook really quick.
Good. Good. Jilliana, how about you?
I have a success partner, but it's really hard. Our schedules are different now since she's working, so it's hard to connect on times that work for both of us. So we haven't talked in a while, but yeah, it's great having that person there to keep you accountable and to even just to say your goals out loud to somebody, and know that you're speaking it kind of makes them a little bit more real. That's one thing that's kind of helped with me having a success partner.
Definitely. Well, I think that the biggest thing that we, as I have gone over the last couple of months and added more coaches to the team, is to have that so that you can have, just like I said, some checks and balances to say, maybe this wasn't so good, or, maybe I need to think about doing that differently next time. And so you'll have that, because this is not perfect when you're dealing with people. And you'll have moments where you're like, I've got to figure out a different way to do that next time. And how you do your invites every month. If you need to ask your success partner, is this how you do it? Or do you have something that you could share with me? Or what would you change with this? Use them for that. But yes, well, thank you girls for being on the call. I hope that I've helped you with, finding your niche if you haven't already, getting that kind of nailed down to what, your goals are. But I love this team, and I love how wonderful it has been to do my leaderboards and to see everybody growing. And not that I'm trying to raise competition, but it is kind of fun to see people getting a little bit more each week. and being able to witness that is really, really a lot of fun. So if you guys don't have any questions, we can get off and get on with the rest of our wonderful lives. Thank you guys for being on the call.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, guys.
Bye.